Marrero also won with Lucas Kubot in Acapulco this year. Looking at Umag with Martin Klijan. So when he hasn't been able to play with Fernando, he's been pretty successful as well.
Mark Lopez on second serves loves to dance around and hit forehands. And that's another reason why he's struggled in this matchup. The fact that Verdasco can get that second serve swinging out wide, he's able to find the Lopez backhand a lot more than righties can.
Be the first of those exchanges we'll see this evening for sure.
And the Spaniards, what they really do well at the net, the majority of the Spanish doubles players, they get very close to the net. They don't swing, just a real simplicity to the volleys. We've already seen both Marrero and Granollers put volleys away.
Yeah, and of course what that does as well, the volleys don't have to be technically that good, do they, Ash?
No, not when you're on top of the net. Yeah. You take the net out of play. You're essentially volleying down.
Advantage of Verdasco being a lefty as well, as he will find, as you say, the Lopez backhand a little more often than perhaps some. Lopez and Granollers have played 10 and only won 3. That's not to say that could have changed the season, but you never know. One or two of those, you win a couple more, suddenly you get a win, and then you get more into the tournament.
Well, it sort of speaks to the confidence level of your team, and no stat reveals that more than your match tiebreak record. The ball just got a little too far away from Verdasco. He was trying to give himself room, but he ended up giving himself too much room and was reaching for a serve that he shouldn't have been reaching for.
A little lucky as Marrero there. Certainly wasn't a clean return, but effective.
Granollers will mix in some serve volleying. That's what makes him a tricky opponent. You're never really sure what he's doing.
Definitely a little more comfortable striking the one cross court, isn't he, off the forehand side? Verdasco than he is the one down the line, as most players are, to be fair. It's tremendous racket head speed, and he actually changed rackets in the summer, didn't he? Verdasco seemed to help him. That run he had to Wimbledon in the singles and the quarterfinals. Been struggling, I think, with. It's a bad miss. Struggling with a racket issue. 30-40. And there it is. You can see the change of stick this year. And although it's still not been quite the form he showed of perhaps 2009, there's definitely been a few improvements. That's just what Granollers and Lopez didn't want. And they suffer an early break. And Sula.
Well, it's two poor misses from Granollers, but Lopez probably should have done a little more with that volley.
Net, first service.
From watching the Bryans play against Verdasco, Marrero, their strategy is play two back and just do whatever it takes to get the point started, get the return in play, and then they work off that. And as soon as they get a ball they feel like they can be aggressive with, they try and engage the net man. So get the point started, rally, and then look to hit a ball hard. Not so much straight at the net man, but close to them, where they feel like Verdasco has to lunge for a backhand volley.
So effectively just making them work a little harder.
Yeah,
at the net.
Right. Just send a message. You're not going to get many free points off the serve.
We lost the connection, the internet connection.
And then we're coming at you on our terms. We're going to make you volley on our terms. It's just a tentative return. Mark Lopez just didn't accelerate on contact and guided the ball long.
Well, the head-to-head is most definitely favourable for the men. Some work to do for the defending champions straight off the bat.
Net for sets.
That's what you were talking about, Nick. When you're close to the net, you can just squat down. Technically, you don't have to be as sound. Watch Granollers. Split steps forward, meets the ball as soon as it goes over the net, and then hits down. And the ball ends up in the fifth row.
Copy and paste on that one.
30 love.
That's sort of the evolution of a lot of these doubles players that serve and stay back. We've always known how effective they are at the back of the court, but they're starting to really get these skills around the net. Not only are you worried about just getting into an exchange with Mark Lopez, which for a lot of doubles players is difficult enough, but you factor in that you've now got Granollers trying to get involved with the net.
Again, Granollers really should have been involved there. That one, that really wasn't far away from him, was it? Didn't choose to go after it.
Game, Lopez.
Well, settle them down.
Marrero
to get on the
Verdasco
board.
by 3 games to 1. Love.
Making plenty of first serves at the moment. Marrero and Verdasco 9 from 9 so far. He's always been the sort of player, Verdasco, that's had a tendency to just kick it in. He's got a pretty big first serve, but he
40 love.
It's a very confident start from the men in red here, dominating right from the off, really.
And again, you see the movement forward before going across. A split step forward and look for the ball.
At the moment, as we expected it would be.
40-15.
That's a clinic in forehands at the moment, as we expected it would be.
40-15.
First taste of the evening. And Verdasco and Marrero. Coach is happy.
Lead by 4 games.
Goodness me. Because these two will know each other. These two pairs will know each other, not just on the court, but personally as well very well. And patterns of play that'll be employed. You can see they're aware and knew, didn't you, Granollers was going to go to the one out wide. Just sitting on that return. If they continue to return like this week, they're going to be a tough pair to stop.
Yeah, and typically Marrero is weary of opponents serving in backhand, so he almost waits with a backhand grip, and you can catch him sometimes on the forehand. So the fact that he was able just to read that serve so easily on the opening point is a little problematic for Lopez and Granollers.
Just devoid of energy, aren't they, as well? Granollers and Lopez, and of course the scoreline is not in their favour, and that they don't quite have the intensity at the moment. Again, that's a bad miss. Not under any pressure there. Guys are coming in, make them hit a volley. Stick it down low, do something.
$15-40.
Oh,
Game Marrero Verdasco.
incredible game. And they break them again. Utterly dominating
his ball every day in that sort of pace. Similar to when Mark Lopez plays doubles with Nadal, and just having Nadal's ball come at him every day just makes you feel like you've got time against other opponents.
Love 15.
He's a big guy, isn't he? Marrero as well. Physically, upper body's huge. They both are, in fact, but very strong.
On.
Verdasco did very well just to have the feel to produce a lob.
15-13.
Yeah, good reflex from Verdasco, and then he tries to get offensive. Lopez just gets it low and dipping enough.
First time I've really seen them use the lob effectively, something we saw a lot last year to turn the point in their favour. They're probably going to lose this set, but this might just give them a little bit of momentum to start the second.
13-14.
Very tight. I think it probably has just gone.
Mr. Lopez is challenging the ball on the left baseline. Balls go down.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of taking the Lopez backhand return away, playing eye and covering the cross court, forcing Mark Lopez to hit his returns up the line. That also goes to Marrero's forehand, his better wing.
Point and receiver's choice.
What a one-sided opening set. Didn't really expect that. But it hasn't been a good season for the winners here last year. And Marrero, the 13 campaign here. Well, certainly backs against the wall stuff.
15.
Good start from Mark Lopez, really just upping the ante at the net, trying to get involved, get a little more active, take it upon himself to turn this match around.
Game, Granollers, Lopez. First game, second set.
And that's what happens when you start to have success at the net, moving.
wasted the ground stroke again there.
15 love.
Lopez just not having time to react.
I like their return, but it's hard just to come in off anything. That was a tough ball to move forward on. I was talking about how the Bryants play this team, and they don't just kamikaze it. They are very disciplined, very patient from the back of the court, waiting for the right ball. That's a good move from Granollers, forcing Verdasco to pull the ball wide. Essentially, you're shrinking the court, giving Verdasco less of a cross-court target. And he tried to cut it too fine and missed it.
Got to do something to try and disturb this pair's rhythm. Just try and change the course of this match that has been against them right from the off here. Not just this match either. This pairing, this matchup, clearly is not suiting the defending champions.
Well, they've made a clear adjustment as far as just trying to get the points started. Take away those free points from the Verdasco and Marrero first serve. The irony is, though, how you play against a team like Lopez, Granollers, is just to hit it and kamikaze the net. And that's what they're having to do now. Because you don't want to get, at least for a doubles play, you don't want to get stuck in a cross-court exchange from the baseline with a guy like Mark Lopez.
Just a bit more movement, isn't it? A bit more energy already at the start of the second set. It's just created a couple of errors. It's also given them a couple of break points.
Marrero really yet to get his racket on a ball in this service game. It's been one of the differences.
Well, he gambled that he was going to try and find his backhand, and Lopez did a good job of just getting the room and gave it a full rip. Wasn't far away either.
That's a return that he lucky to miss the entire tournament last year. Gotten out of this game.
One game.
They did an excellent job up until 30-40 of avoiding those first ball errors, return errors, getting the point started.
Love 15.
That's what I mean by engaging the net man on your terms. Get the return in and then go hard at the net man as a target.
we had two different patterns of cross-court exchanges between the same pair.
15 all.
He's got a bit fortunate there, but both Lopez and Verdasco are so good at just getting that lob off a ball. It's coming at them with a lot of pace.
It's not really an attacking lob either, is it? It's just a lob to change the course of the rally, change the pattern of the rally. Granollers is very slow to react to that one. To be fair to him, he's not, as a net player, he's not the most confident anyway, is he? As you said, he's a guy that pretty much likes the simple volleys when he has time. He's not a guy that's going to make things happen.
Yeah, everybody volleys better on their terms off easier balls, but Granollers in particular, when he's just swatting away high balls. He's not a guy like Hayes who you can go straight at his chest and he somehow just reflexes the ball for a winner. He wants a volley under any circumstance.
Get him again.
And that was a bad choice from Lopez. He should have gone through the middle of the court and found either the Marrero backhand or the Verdasco backhand.
Well, one pair has taken their chances in this match, and the other most definitely hasn't.
When you have a lefty playing the ad court, it's both backhands in the middle. That's what Lopez and Granollers need to take advantage of.
That's another very disappointing volley from Granollers, who really hasn't come to play so far. Marrero and Verdasco so far, who have been excellent.
love. Please, players are ready, thank you. Net for service.
Down, but he couldn't do anything with it.
Verdasco didn't look very happy with Marrero's choice here. He does his part to keep this alive. Clever shot by Lopez. And what you didn't see was Verdasco just kind of almost asking for an explanation.
Set the bar pretty high.
(30-15).
Having a nightmare today. He really is. Really is. Just can't get anything going. A pair that proved so awkward last year here.
A couple of double faults from Marrero Verdasco with that serve, trying to hit the tee on the ad, knowing that Lopez likes to skip around to his left, just trying to sort of freeze him a little bit, force him into hitting backhand returns.
Devoid of any confidence, don't they? Again, I mean, it's a volley that It's makeable, really. I mean, he didn't hit it that hard at him, did he? There we go. That's what we've been waiting for from Mark Lopez.
This deciding point, receiver's choice.
No surprise. It'll be the little man will take it.
Again, Marrero, Verdasco.
It's such a good
Marrero,
serve.
Verdasco leads by
Completely
3
jammed
games to
Lopez.
1.
It's a clever pattern of play because you've got Verdasco waiting at the net with his backhand volley if the ball goes to his left, and if Lopez goes down the line, then Marrero is going to run over and hit a forehand. It's setting up a play that enables both Verdasco and Marrero to hit their favorite shots.
Net for 6. $15 long.
That's what you call a poor double fault, because even if it went over, that was going to be lunch for Fernando Verdasco.
$15.
Chris Marrero had a sister, Marta, who was also a good player. Top 50 a couple of years ago before retiring from the game. Smack bang on the line. Ricky Sanchez is brilliant. He just gets up. There he is. He got up after that lob. Just pounded his heart with his fist. Hugely passionate man.
Oh, it's a phenomenal shot. Take nothing away from Marrero, but you've got to get that volley to either Marrero's backhand or Verdasco's backhand.
That's a great reaction. Oh, within a whisker.
40-30.
Good move though. I talked about the score being big earlier on. That's a good example of how you can track almost anything down if it's not hit hard enough. Good point. Marrero, Verdasco, that too. He's done really well to hold his balance.
15 love.
It's a good pattern, though. This tee serve brings Granollers to the left. Everything was going left, and then just volley into the open court. Geometrically, you couldn't have got the ball any further away from Granollers with that volley.
30 love.
You know, one game that Lopez and Granollers had success where they threatened to break was where they got all the returns in play, lobs, chips, anything to get the point started, and then work from there.
into his mind.
Yeah, he's furious because you feel like if you can get that volley to Verdasco's backhand, both at the net, you're in charge and a good chance to win that point.
Yeah, Marrero, Verdasco.
Super serving again from Verdasco. They've been so solid behind their first deal today.
4 games to 2.
Yeah, and that serve against a lefty opponent is very difficult to defend because you have to lean left looking for that swinging tee serve.
$15 love.
He's usually a pretty cool customer, Mark Lopez, but you never want that exasperated look, that expression of nothing can go right. You don't want to project what's in your mind, which is pretty easy to figure out that he can't be too happy with the scoreboard. But no need to emphasize that even further. If we know one thing about doubles on the ATP World Tour, it's that change happens very quickly. Momentum shifts are ripe. Never out of it in this scoring format.
Difficulties with Lopez as well, you can see as well, because he doesn't have a lot of pace on his first serve. Even there, if he doesn't get the direction right, you can see it still allows time for Verdasco to get around and hit a forehand, doesn't it? He's got to hit that spot on with the lack of pace to find Verdasco's backhand. The lack of pace on his forehand is emphasised there, and they're still in this one. They've been thoroughly outplayed for the most part, the defending champions, but they must find a way to break. Easier said than done.
Love 15.
What Lopez and Granollers have to remind themselves of is that Marrero's never been here.
Now we have a real chance.
Love 30.
A few cheap points back to back. We've seen Marrero and Verdasco given away.
So forget about the 0-6 head-to-head. How about saying, look, we're the defending champions. And the guy down the other end has never played on this court before.
9-second service.
Oh, geez, Lopez got away with a very tentative volley. And nerves are starting to reveal themselves in David Marrero's game. He completely decelerated on that forehand.
Four break points here.
15-14.
And they continue to challenge Mark Lopez to beat them with his backhand down the line. Verdasco in the middle of the court waiting for a forehand volley. And Marrero ready to run over and hit a big forehand from the back of the court. It's a good pattern. Serve Marrero Verdasco well tonight.
Oh, it's got it, has he? He has enough spin on the ball to bring it down.
He didn't hit this ball clean. Richie likes it. He's got control of this point here, but this is a pretty ordinary shot, just hanging in the middle of the court to the biggest forehand on the court. It deserved to be hit. Still a couple of break points.
Once again, Verdasco completely patrolling what's going on here.
Just no backswing, no follow through. His backhand Granollers is already a bit of a bunt shot, but that was a tight looking point.
That wasn't pretty. And they may not get too many chances. 0 for 9 on break points they are now. I'll be 10th time lucky here. Huge point in this match. Granollers and Lopez have not been in it from the off. And it continues to be that way. Marrero fired up. But again, you've got to question, should they be allowed to get away with that situation? Probably not.
No, they completely let him off the hook. It wasn't even a case of Marrero playing bad points and then playing good points. He played bad points and then was gifted 3 points and then a big serve, to his credit, coming up with a freebie when it counted the most.
Love 15.
Given the way they've performed today, I'm not sure they're going to be anyone this week, the way they've played so far. Forget the head-to-head, they have looked out of sorts.
It's a disaster just the way they're losing this as well. We've seen it year after year. The semi-finals coming down to head-to-heads and sets and games. So it's bad enough losing, but to go down in straight sets and then not win many games as well.
Mr. Lopez is trying to go on the right service line. Ball was pulled out.
Be very difficult for Granollers and Lopez to make the semi-finals. They go down in straight sets.
Ball stands. Second serve. Mr. Granollers, Mr. Lopez have 2 challenges remaining.
Again, it was a good move, but not a convincing volley, was it?
A really good shot by Marrero. That's the ball that's kind of going at the net man, but if it doesn't find the net man and at least gets to Granollers' backhand in the middle of the court, not giving him any angle.
It's not by much, but at least they asked the question. They haven't posed too many this evening. Marrero and Verdasco will serve. It's quite remarkable, really. Serving for the match, Fernando Verdasco.
15 love.
Good overhead. Again, Granollers going to that chip to return, but he comes into the court here instead of getting behind the baseline trying to defend with Mark Lopez.
Nothing you can do about that. Doesn't matter who's returning. That's too good.
30 love.
Finishing touches applied nicely here by Marrero and Verdasco, who have reached match point. What a fantastic way to finish. Fernando Verdasco and David Marrero thoroughly outplay last year's champions.
Match as well. 4 first serves.